Hey guys, it has been a minute. I'm so sorry for just disappearing on you, but I'm glad to be back, and I'm back with something exciting. We are doing 23 beats for Mazaza. Mazaza being my mom. It's her birthday month, and I won't tell you how old she's turning, but it's her birthday on the 23rd of September, so I'll be doing looks inspired by her. Can you tell how happy I am to be back? Yeah. Okay, first we're going to moisturize. And I'm using the same moisturizer, e.l.f. moisturizer, because it really does hydrate. And it being summer this side, spring actually. Yay! Spring has sprung. It being spring, you really need to make sure that your face is properly moisturized at all times, especially if you're going to be putting on makeup. I hope you'll look good, hey? And then after that, I'm going to go in with the primer. I'm using the Yardley illuminating primer for this step. And oh yeah, today I didn't do my brows because I'm doing a new technique, a new trick for you guys. So this is an everyday look that you can just rock. Maybe if you're going to work or you're in a hurry, because it takes something like 20 minutes and you're done, you're out the door, so I wanted to show you step by step how I actually did it, which is why I didn't do my eyebrows off camera. Alrighty, I think we're moisturized and primed up. Then I'm going to go in with the setting powder from Revlon. That's the candid setting powder in number 3. So I'm just going to take my brush and apply it on. Oh yeah, Tando broke my brush, guys. So if anyone wants to buy me makeup brushes, please do. I'm accepting brushes because, well, he likes imitating me, so I guess I don't know what he was trying to do, but anyway, the brush broke. That's all that matters. Yeah, so really focusing on the eyes and especially the under eyes because I've got really oily eyes, but the rest of my skin is okay. So yeah, this also helps, especially for people who've got oily skin. This is the best technique you could ever use to ensure that your makeup stays on and it's matte and it doesn't crease at all. So I really recommend this if you have oily skin or if you're going to be what do you call this, in a place where you need to have your makeup on for like a longer period of time, maybe an event or something of that sort. So I'm going to go in and brush my brows. I'm not setting them with soap today. I'm just brushing them up with my spoolie, and then I'm going to go in with a brown eyeliner. This one is from Kylie, and make sure it's really sharp. I had to sharpen it again. That's why I kind of had that blip moment, because you want it to be really sharp so that you get the outline perfect before you even start cleaning with concealer, And remember, don't rub it in. Don't put too much pressure. Just light strokes. The light finger. I wish there was a way to show people just how light these strokes are, because you know how when someone else does it and they really press in the eyeliner and it ends up looking like someone was using a water marker or something, and that's not how you want to do it. Okay, as you can see, I'm kind of going a bit hard, not too much, but a bit hard when it comes to the tail, because you want your tail to be sharp. Remember that. And then upward strokes for the start, like where the eye begins, where the brow begins, sorry. And if you can see properly, the eyebrow is already taken up shape before I've even cleaned it out. And that's what you want. It makes life so much simpler for you, even when you're now cleaning, you know, because cleaning now is just to define and not to correct, which is always nicer. And like I said, this look is for people who are on the go and you don't want anything that'll be stressful for you or that'll make you end up taking 20 hours to get ready. Yeah, I had to go back in and sharpen again because just using it from one side is enough. So we are going in on the other eye. And remember what I always say, treat them like twins, non-identical ones. There is no way they'll ever look the same. And then to clean up, I'm going to mix almond and cocoa concealers from LA Pro Girl. So remember I said I'm doing a natural look, so for this I really didn't want to use any eyeshadow, which is why I am mixing the two so that the combination I get is closest to my skin tone. Like the combination I get once I mix the two is closest to my skin tone, and as you can see, that's what I ended up with. So I'm going to go in now and just pull up my brow and start cleaning. And remember what I said about how it'll be easier to define the brow when you don't necessarily have to clean it. So as you can see, it's really an easier and much more fun process, and I think it's really satisfying to watch as well. Well, I hope it is for you as it is for me. So I think for the following videos I'll be doing both, like what do you call this, and then I'm going to pull the product down all the way, like things I love about my mom, whilst trying to incorporate some tricks and tutorial tips in the video. But this one is a full-on tutorial for today. I don't know what I was listening to because I could tell I was really dancing, and yeah. And then I'm going to go in now with my blender and clean. So I used the pink one earlier on myself, so I didn't have time to clean it up. That's why I put the cream one in front, just so you see a clean one. But I'm just going to go in with the pink one, which already has a bit of product. I used it yesterday. But for clients, always use clean products, please, people, because you transfer skin cells from one person to another. And even with your brushes, please respect people's faces. I always say this. That's why some people don't like using makeup, because they say every time I do so I break out in a rash. No, make sure the person who does your makeup is always using fresh and clean brushes and sponges and everything. Actually, let it all be clean. And I always say someone's what do you call this, eyeshadow palettes, how they look says a lot about how they treat their work area, their workstation. You want it to always be clean because you don't want bacteria. The face is a very delicate thing. I mean, come on guys, we all know the face card should never decline, so don't be the one to mess up someone's face, please. And I'm just going to go in and clean up the top part of the brow as well. And I know some people like using the angular brush. That is still perfectly fine. I like this one because it kind of gets the job done a lot more quicker than the angular brush. Well, for me that is. Can you see that tail? I mean, just look at it. Right, and remember I had said I don't want to use eyeshadow, so I'm going to go back in and set the concealer using the same setting powder I used for the rest of my face. So that's what I'm doing now. And just dab it on. You don't want to put too much again, so just make sure you kind of get the excess powder off before you go in. And ouch. I felt that even even after I'd and then just to make sure everything is in place and there are no harsh lines in terms of the lines from defining the brow, I'm just going to go in with that brush, that blending brush, and make sure everything is in place. And then I'm going to set my face. I'm not using too much, just a little bit, to make sure the setting powder is in place. And this also helps if you've got smile lines, and if you're going to be smiling a lot, maybe you're going for a shoot, this ensures that your makeup doesn't crack at all. And so now we're going to go in with the eyeliner. I'm just going to do the bottom of my my waterline, sorry. I'm going to do my waterline and then pull the end and kind of drag it out, because we're going to be doing a wing. So also make sure this is sharp again. Then we're going to do the same for the other eye. Someone once said if you want to win an argument with a woman, just do it when she's doing her eyeliner or her mascara. She won't argue with you. So I don't know what happened. My camera cut and I didn't get the part where I was now doing the wing. I'm using this liner. I don't think there's a name on it. It's some Chinese liner I got, but it really gets the job done. And so again, what I just did was I connected from the line I pulled from the waterline, like the one I dragged out, and then I did my V from there going in, and I did the same again for my other eye. So now as I was looking at it, I thought, maybe let's give it a bit of sparkle, not too much, just, you know, natural sparkle. So I went into my sleek palette and I got that brown tone. That is, I think that's exactly my shade. And because I don't want too much of it, I had to blow some of it off, and then I'm just going to put it on my lid, on my eyelid, and I'm not going to drag it all the way up because I still want to maintain that that natural feel of the look. So that's why I'm not going to drag it all the way out. I'm just going to put it on my lower lid right there, and I'm doing the same thing for the other eye. And I'm using a tiny blending brush because I really don't want it to go beyond, you know, the area I want the product to be in. My nose was so itchy. I don't know, like every morning my sinuses are like on crazy mode, and I had to wake up really early to get this done because I was taking Thunder for his jabs. Yeah, and then blend it out so that even if, you know, you don't have anything else it still looks seamless, and I think it really does. But what it has also done is that it has kind of disrupted my wing. I think I'll have to go in again with my liner and just kind of really define it. So yeah, I'm just going to pull the ends again and start from the corner going in. And there we go. Pulling the ends of your eye just makes it simpler to do your wing. Well, in my case, just try it and see. I think it's the easiest way. I thought I was showing the front part of that, but anyway, I'm now going in with my foundation, which is Maybelline Fit Me in the shade 360 Mocha. Yeah, and then I'm just gonna put it on my face like that. Put it on. Yeah, girl. I need to get more product. Yes, clearly I'm running low on that shade. And then I'm going to spray my beauty blender with setting spray, and then I'm just going to go in and dab, making sure the product is covering my entire face. I mean, look at the way it even goes onto the face. If I was to do a half face and on one side I hadn't set it with the setting powder like I did the other side, trust me, it wouldn't look the way it does on the other side. I just feel like foundation looks better when you do this. I know some people prefer the method where they mix foundation and setting powder, but I don't know, I think this works much better for me, well, in my case. And yeah, because sometimes you really want the fluidity of the foundation, and once you put the setting powder, in the foundation, it kind of gives it the stiff feel. Yes, it's full coverage, but like it's not as nice. Well, in my opinion, that is. And I'm gonna go in for the under eye there. Just really take our time. Don't rush. Just make sure you blend it in well and make sure it all goes in. And go into our forehead. Oh, and I plated myself, hey? So that's why I have that head wrap on, because I plated myself last night, so I was still kind of trying to make sure the hair falls in place, because I only had one pocket of braiding hair, so I was really making sure it really covered my entire head, which I discovered was not as tiny as I thought. But yeah, I'm just prepping for fox locks, okay, which I'm also gonna do myself. I think that's if my sister-in-law doesn't come soon. Otherwise, well, she knows what's up. And then to finish, we're going to use the LA Girl finishing powder and just swap. Oh, there was something. I think I'd missed a spot there by the nose area. Okay, and then there we go. Look at that. I mean, honestly, it just all comes in perfectly together. And remember to brush the front part of your eyebrows. I think I did that off camera, like after the look, but I'm just reminding you now. They shouldn't be too defined, and if you like, you can always set your front part of the brow. And don't forget the neck and the ears. You want to look the same, especially for a natural look. Well, for any look actually. You don't want to be two shades. Yeah, so again, all the product in place. And then our setting spray, and there we go. I don't know why I thought I had missed a spot, because it looks perfect to me. And then we're going to try and dry it up. And whilst I'm doing that, I'm going to be looking for my lip gloss. I later on did a nude lip. Oh, I'm looking for my mascara actually. So yeah, you remember what I said about mascara, and how if you want to win an argument with a woman, always make sure she is doing her eyes. You will definitely win the argument. Even your nose gets wider, like you have to open it all the way. Yikes. Anyway, and because I didn't want to put on eyelashes, they kind of irritate my eyes of late. I think it's because my glasses broke, and I've been doing a lot of writing and reading, so my eyes are really sensitive. And I think because it's jacaranda season soon, I try and avoid eyelashes, so that's why I'm going in with the mascara instead. And of course the bottom lashes as well, just to give it that, you know, va-va-voom, that brings it all in. Then I'm going in with my lip gloss. I later on did a nude lip, but yeah, for the video I had just decided to go in with my lip gloss, and that was it. So thank you for watching, and if you're my friend and you're in Harare and you'd like to participate in the 23 beats for Mazaza, let me know.